With us here at 7:30, we begin this half hour with fireworks, freedom, and fun. We're helping you plan out your 4th of July. Travel, safety, and food costs. We've got you covered here tonight. The rush at Charlotte-Douglas International, that's already gotten underway. The airport's largest airline, American Airlines, planning to serve more customers in Charlotte than ever before for the holiday. More than 775,000 customers across 7,000 flights. Sunday, July 7th, that will be the busiest travel day here in Charlotte. And Lori Dankers with the TSA says there are some things you can do to speed up the security screening process.
Travelers are our biggest partner when it comes to security. We ask them to come to the airport early. We ask them to come prepared, to leave those prohibited items out of their carry-on luggage so they don't require a bag check. Anytime you have a bag check, it slows you down and everybody behind you. The way to keep operations efficient is to make sure that you don't have those in your bag.
Meanwhile, roads, those are going to be even busier. According to the AAA forecast, 1 in 5 Americans set to drive more than 50 miles this holiday season. To avoid the most traffic, the best time to drive is before 10 a.m. Before you get on the road. Also, don't forget, of course, to fill up your tank. The average price for a gallon of regular gas in Charlotte right now is $3.28 a gallon. The mid-grade's going for $3.70. You see the premium price here, $4.08. Now, if you aren't traveling and staying here in Charlotte, there are plenty of ways that you can celebrate as well. You've got the Sky Show Fireworks Spectacular at Truist Field. It's one of the largest events in the area by far. But safety in Uptown has been a major concern and focal point for families. Video from last year here across from Truist Field at Romare Bearden Park. A violent fight broke out as families tried to enjoy the fireworks show. 32 people were arrested or cited after a massive brawl. Well, today, city and community leaders held a news conference to discuss what they've been doing to prevent this from happening again this year. Charlotte-Mecklenburg police say they have been hard at work this past year to reduce crime in Uptown.
CMPD's Central Division covers the Uptown area, and they've been working hard to achieve the goals for public safety. The Central Division is working on a major effort for 2024 that we call Operation TRIO, which stands for Targeted Response for Intervention and Outreach. The goal is simple: reduce violent and property crime in highly trafficked areas in Uptown, focusing on Charlotte Transportation Center, First Ward Park, Fourth Ward Park, and Romare Bearden Park. In 2024, this operation has led to more than 60 arrests at these locations.
Chief Jennings went on to say preventing young people from committing crimes this holiday is the main focus for the department.
CMPD has recently implemented an initiative called JADE, which stands for Juvenile Accountability and Diversion Empowerment. This group has a concentrated focus on juvenile offenders and are dedicated to preventing further victimization in our community. As we quickly approach the July 4th holiday, we know that there have been issues arising from unsupervised juveniles at these events in the past. We have a robust and well thought out plan for the celebration this year, and part of that plan is to utilize the JADE initiative to be intentional and direct with guardians of certain juveniles ahead of the event. So this week, our JADE officers will be conducting more than 30 home visits to speak with these guardians, providing education and recommendations with the goal that the juveniles do not reoffend at this year's celebration. We're going to go to their homes. These are the kids who caused problems during last year's event, and these are the kids that have caused problems during New Year's Eve. We are visiting their guardians so they can clearly understand the consequences associated with their actions.
Now, if you want to beat the crowds in Uptown and set off your own fireworks for the 4th, keep in mind there are laws to abide by here in the state of North Carolina. So here's what's legal in North Carolina. You got your sparklers, your glowworms, or your snakes. You got some smoke bombs, also trick noisemakers. See the list here behind me. General rule of thumb, if it flies up in the air and it explodes, that's illegal in the state. So that includes firecrackers, bottle rockets, Roman candles, and mortars. Keep that in mind. South Carolina, different rules, of course. There's nothing like a good plate of barbecue for the 4th as well. And if you are planning a cookout, as mentioned a bit earlier, it is going to cost you more this year. According to an American Farm Bureau Federation estimate, a cookout for 10 people this year, $71.22. You see how it compares to the years prior. This is an increase over those years by a few more dollars.